Good morning, Culers. It is time to wake up and Barca. Big news today is a sad one. Aguero officially announcing his retirement, so we'll start off the show talking about that. We will then jump over to the other disappointing news, a loss against Boca Juniors. We played our Barca B team. It's not a big deal. We'll talk about the takeaways from that friendly match. And then we will jump over, of course, to transfer rumors because it's December and everyone wants to talk about Barcelona transfer rumors going into January. So we will talk about that and the fact that Laporta had a meeting with Raiola. So who did they talk about? He does happen to manage a few big names. We'll talk about all of this and more in today's episode of Wake Up in Barca. Let's go ahead and get this party started, my friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuning in to the undefeated Mustache John.
All right. Again, like I said, we are starting off today's show with some sad news, unfortunately. Kun Aguero announcing his retirement. Only came to Barcelona this season. Started out with disappointing news because, if you're Kun Aguero, I'm sure you were expecting Lionel Messi to be alongside you. And now this, just came back from injury, 2 matches back, and in the middle of a match, clutches his chest, felt weird, goes down, turns out he's got a heart condition, and he's got to retire. Thankfully, he did have a long career. He's 33, he had a couple of years left at top flight, and then who knows if he would have gone to China or MLS or back to Argentina. As someone who plays just recreationally, I know how devastated I would be if today I was told I could never play again. So my heart goes out to Kun Aguero. I don't think that it matters how long you get to play. It's never enough. I'm glad that he at least got to put on the Blaugrana kit. I'm glad that he got to experience an El Clasico, score in an El Clasico. But everybody knows that he is a Manchester City man. I was watching his retirement presentation and it felt like it should have been at Manchester City. It should have been at the Etihad Stadium. It didn't quite feel right being at the Camp Nou. I just got to say, as a fan of Kun, I would like to see him celebrated in Manchester properly for all the memories that he created there. A couple for me, obviously his goal to win the Premier League for the first time for Man City. That was absolutely incredible. I was sitting on my bed, feet up, watching the game on the TV, and I had Manchester United on my tablet at the time, and I'm watching Phil Jones walk around the pitch, waiting to be crowned, and then Aguero scores. It was absolutely nuts. One of my favorite moments in football. And then outside of that, there was one game where I was playing Fantasy League, and I had Kun Aguero on my squad, and he scored 5 goals. It was absolutely nuts. Every goal that he scored, I went crazy. On the 5th one, we were doing laundry that day, and there was a pile of laundry on the living room floor. I went absolutely crazy, dove headfirst into the pile of laundry, and got rug burns on both of my wrists. So those are my standout memories for Kun Aguero. The goal to win the English Premier League, the 5 goals when I had him on my Premier League fantasy team, and of course his goal in El Clasico. You got to tip your cap to him for that. So before we go any further, cheers to you, Kun Aguero. Hell of a career. We wish we could have seen you longer, but we are definitely appreciative for the moments that we saw. So thank you to Kun Aguero. Okay, my friends, before we get into talking about Barcelona del Rey, Barcelona and Boca Juniors, let's catch up on the chat. Say hello to everybody. Kyle Cash, good morning, sir. Chang, hello. Ghost Loss coming to us from Taiwan. Good morning to you. Welcome. Glad you found us. Talking about Boca already. We'll get there. Levi, good morning. Levi says, saw you on a YouTube video. Was it one of my YouTube videos or was it a different YouTube video? I'd love to know, Levi. Lebo says Aguero's press conference was so sad. Wish could he have been with us longer. Gracias, Kun. Gracias, Kun, indeed. La Liga president says Barca impossible to sign Haaland. We'll talk about that, Chang. We'll talk about that. But you're the manager with Georgie. I'm just going to go with Georgie. I love your name. I'm going to call you Georgie. Georgie, welcome, sir. Pep came out. People from Independiente, Atletico Madrid, City, of course, with Pep and others. The Argentinian Soccer Confederation came out as representatives. Everybody is coming out to show their respect to Kun and be there to support him too. I mean, these are, just being human. These are very tough times, and just a lesson to me, to everybody, that to not take it for granted that you can lose the things that you love, whether it's playing a sport, the people around you, whatever it is. You can lose your ability, your access, all of those things. Life doesn't go on forever, so take advantage of the day. That's, I think, the lesson that we can all learn from Kun Aguero. Simon, good morning, sir. Oh, Levi, you're talking about a compilation of Barca and Bayern reactions? Oh, are you serious? I got in one? That's pretty cool. That happened, let's see, somebody put it in for the Copa del Rey reaction. I forget who, but that got me a nice little blip of attention there. That's cool. I'm going to pull up a tab just so I don't forget to look for that. Bayern Barcelona reaction compilation. Excuse me, we'll see what shows up. Oh, yep, there I am. Look at that. K Armand TV 4 days ago. There I am. Let me share the screen. Sweet. I'll zoom in here so you guys can see it. There I am, you guys. Look, that's me right there. So shout out to K Armand TV. He's got 24,000 views 4 days ago. And there I am right there. I wonder if I get any credit for being in there. Let me jump off this screen just for a second. No, I did it. No. I was sitting right there saying, don't do it, don't do it. I had my mind on Kun Aguero that time. Okay, I'm going to click on this real quick. Just so you guys won't see it, but I do want to see if he gives me a shout out. Yay, he does. Okay, good. So, happy news. There I am right there. He does put my YouTube channel on there. Who else we got on here? Bayern, Vancouver. I'm familiar with Barca Boy. Forza Barca I need to get familiar with. Interesting. Okay, well, here's a cool thing, folks. Here's a list of people that I should look to collaborate with, basically. I reached out to Barca Boy. He did not respond. Apparently, channel's not big enough for Barca Boy just yet. Let's see where I am on this. 2, 3. I'm like the fourth one. That's pretty cool.
No, it's in. No.
Look, that's me.
Shit. Mengesa, oh my God.
Oh, dude, you know what's funny?
Didn't even jump to make.
You know what's funny, you guys? So he clipped this from the YouTube stream. He didn't even clip that from my live reaction video that I posted. He clipped that from the stream itself. Oh, and he goes back to me. That's cool. Okay, so he's going all the first goal reactions, all the second goal reactions, and then all the third. Okay. Very cool, very cool. Let me leave a little comment. And hey, real quick, folks, if you want to take a moment, go to K Armand TV after this, of course, and leave a comment. That'd be cool. I'll comment on that later. We'll get back to talking about the news and whatnot. Levi, thanks for the shout out, though. I appreciate that, my brother. Who else? Martins is in here with us. Good morning, Martins Marvel. Levi, I'm not going to copyright strike them, but I will definitely try to connect. And I wonder if that's the same person that used my clips last year or if that's somebody different. I'll have to go back and look. But it's all good exposure for the channel. I mean, look at this. 24,000 views already. Yeah, 24,000 views published a few days ago, so that's pretty cool. And, I mean, I think that's a little bit of recognition for me, showing that my videos are worth being put into that compilation there. So, awesome. Awesome stuff. Thank you, K. Armand. Appreciate you. If he didn't give me a shout out, then I would have just asked for the shout out, obviously. You got to give the content creators their credit. We're living in a weird world, my friends, where people can just steal each other's content. And that's where I don't know enough about blockchain and NFT and whatnot, but I think we're headed down a path with NFTs where you can verify the original. And I think what could happen with that is social media platforms could restrict posting content that isn't the original NFT. So what could happen is, let's just say YouTube puts on a restriction that when you go to upload a file, if it doesn't have that blockchain showing it's the original file, then or that all the footage in there is the original file, then it won't let you publish it, or it'll publish it with an asterisk, something like that. Because there's too many people right now, and I do blame TikTok for some of this, because it's the whole basis of the platform. There's too many people that are just copying and not making it their own. There's lip syncing, essentially, which, yes, you can do that and make it a bigger performance, so I'm not just shitting on that. But you all have seen the accounts, accounts that just steal and repost content. That's not okay. That's not all right. So what K. Armand here is doing, putting together little compilations and giving people shout outs, totally cool. I appreciate the exposure, to be honest. Levi says, me and Barca boy don't get along. I have not had any interactions with him. I've posted a couple of times just on his comments. I don't think I've even DM'd him. Maybe I did DM. I don't remember. Can't say confidently, but have not heard back from him yet. So if there's other people that are, I'll say like 10,000 subscribers or less, because those are the people that would, I think that it's worth their time to collaborate with me. If you got people like that in mind that you want me to reach out to, let me know. You can DM me on Instagram or on Twitter right over here down below, or on TikTok. Got them all there. We can keep the conversation going between streams. You know what I mean? And quick shout out, because I didn't do it earlier at the top of the show. If this is your first time finding us, welcome, my friend. This is Wake Up and Barca. We cover all the Barcelona news. We talk about all the headlines coming out of the camp now. We catch up with each other every Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning, 7 a.m. right here on the Undefeated channel. You won't miss any news. And then we're here for all of the live Barcelona matches, giving you the play-by-play, cheering on the Blaugrana on our way through a mediocre season so far. It is what it is. Hassan, hello. Thrawn, good morning, sir. Simon says, John, Gavi puts contract on hold and what's the story with Demir talk of not playing him so they don't have to pay the $10 million? I did not hear that. Maybe we'll look into that in a minute. Same thing with Coutinho. Coutinho is going to cost us money if we continue to play him. Demir, I think that $10 million is the option to buy. It might be that if we play him so much, we have to buy him. Because I thought it was, no. Demir's not on loan, right? Somebody look that up for me. I forget now. There's been too much going on. Chang says, fell downstairs and broke my arm watching in hospital. No, Chang, that's terrible, dude. Rest up. That's horrible. Sorry to hear about that. Hassan says, it's sad when a person that you grew up watching retires. Tell me about it, dude. I'm the same age as Kun Aguero. That's wild. That's absolutely wild to be at the age where you retire professionally. I know that he was forced due to his heart condition, but 33, a lot of people are hanging it up at that point. Okay, Martin's asked, hey, John, what do you think about our performance in the Diego Maradona match? I think a lot of things. First and foremost, let's go ahead and just forget about those results, because we played a starting 11 that had never been put out there together before. Half of it was Barcelona B. By the end of the match, 2/3 of the squad was Barcelona B. I think I liked what I saw from Hukla. He started out on the right wing. He's not as creative, as clever on the ball as an Abde or an Akamach. But he did seem to have more of that striker's instinct. And when substitutions were made during the second half, Hukla ended up going on to play in that number 9 role. Wasn't hugely influential, but it was good to see him. And he did get that goal. So I'm excited to see a little bit more about Hukla. All of a sudden, we've got Hukla, Akamach, Abde, Demir, and then you have Ansu and Dembele who are going to take up those starting roles. And we've got 4 potential backup wingers there. Kind of interesting. Dest started on the left-hand side. That was also interesting. But makes sense. If you guys remember, just a few weeks ago, before his last injury, he was filling in for Jordi Alba on that left back position. That was probably the best we've seen Dest play for Barcelona. We've seen him play left and right for the U.S. men's national team during that time, that stint where he was filling in for Jordi Alba. Tremendous. Taking players on, looked comfortable, looked confident, picks up another injury, goes out for a couple weeks, comes back, puts him on the right wing, and he looks like dog poop. Don't know what happened. So I'm glad that Xavi is at least testing out where Dest can potentially play. If I remember correctly, didn't Jordi Alba take a knock in the last match? So, listen, for me, if Jordi Alba is not available, regardless, if he's not available at any time during the season, I would rather have Dest at left back than Balde. I like Balde. I think he's got potential. He had some flashes from what I've seen of what I want from a left back, but Serginho Dest is still a notch above him in my book. In my book. What else? What else from that match? Dani Alves got his first start and first time on the pitch back for Barcelona, so that was exciting to see. You saw the creativity that Dani Alves brings. He wasn't, restricted to just overlaps on that right wing. He was cutting inside to the point where he was damn near playing center mid at times, particularly on the attack. And that's what Dani Alves is going to bring. Creativity. He's going to bring dribbling. He's got some good crosses in. And if you notice the position from where he was crossing from, it wasn't way out by the corner flag. He would get in right on the corner of that box and get those shorter crosses in. Classic Dani Alves. So very excited to see him come back. Defensively, yes, fell asleep again. That seems to be our MO this year. We play well, and we fall asleep and give up a goal or two or three. It happens. So 1-1, penalties, it is what it is. Danny made his, Hukla got lucky and made his, then Mateus and Jaime missed theirs. Youngsters, maybe a little bit of pressure, maybe a little bit of nerves. I think both of them put them off frame. So it is what it is. The takeaways, like I said, our wingers are coming along. I'm liking what I'm seeing from those youngsters. Dani Alves got some time. Dest is still getting options, or opportunities, I should say, being put on the left-hand side. So, good things. And probably most importantly, folks, we got a little bit of change for that one. All right? We got, I think, millions of dollars just for showing up and playing in that match. And we didn't really have to risk any of our big-name starters. So, not happy with the results, but happy that we had the opportunity to play, happy that we got to see some youngsters, and happy that we got to see Dani Alves. Let's catch up on the chat here, see what we got going on. Vipula confirms, yes, Demir's on loan, $10 million to buy. Okay, good. That's what I thought. Levi says Ricky Puig didn't play well. Ricky Puig is going to get sold. It's going to happen, folks. He is not doing enough. Everyone that was shitting on Ronald Koeman saying, oh, you got to play Ricky Puig. The answer is Ricky Puig. We're terrible because Ronald Koeman won't play Ricky Puig. You owe him an apology. You need to write him a handwritten letter with words expressing clearly your sorrow and regret for being such a jerk throughout that time. Because clearly Ricky Puig is not the answer, my friends. Not the answer. Mayor, good morning. Who played well? Hukla, Akamach, Dani Alves. Did anybody else stand out? Actually, I liked what I saw from Mateus. He didn't play very long, but I liked what I saw there. Levi says, I hate some of the passing that we do. You have to understand that sometimes if we're not seeing what we want from the defense, sometimes you got to draw them out. It can be very boring just playing it to the back sometimes, but that's how you draw the defense out. Vibula says, sell Dest. Let's get Mazzori from Ajax for free in the summer. If you recall, I do remember another right back from Ajax looking really good, and we signed him. Who was that? Oh, that's right. It was Dest. What makes you so confident the next right back from Ajax wouldn't do the same thing? And I will push back and say that Dest's problem isn't talent. It's consistency and confidence. So if he can get that worked out, we're good to go. And I would like to keep him because he can play right side, right wing, left wing. Yeah, he can't finish to save his life except for a couple of rocket shots outside of the box. And admittedly, he might get sold, but I think because we are short on outside wingbacks on both sides and Dest can play either side, I think we're going to end up keeping him, at least for this year. I don't see him going anywhere this winter. Could be wrong, but we'll see. I don't want to rely on Araujo and Dani Alves playing right back. Levi, if you didn't shit on Coleman, then why would you think that I was talking about you? I didn't say Levi specifically. Maybe if you're feeling guilty about it, maybe you did say it in your heart and it just didn't speak it out loud. I don't know. That's you, man. If you're feeling guilty, that's you. I didn't say your name. The what's the Edgar Allan Poe, the tale of the telltale heart, whatever it is. We got some disputes. People saying Ricky Push played well. I'm not seeing enough to justify the hype. That's what I'll say. That's what I'll say, my friends. Not seeing enough to justify the hype. Here's what we can talk about next, though. Dun, 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 dun. Which Barcelona transfers were Raiola and Laporta discussing? Big news here, folks, okay? I know that nothing's confirmed. I know that, numbers were maybe talked about, maybe not. Who knows? Who knows what was actually discussed here? But what we do know is that Raiola and Laporta weren't having lunch to catch up like old friends, talk about families, talk about their vacation plans, talk about their weekends and how they got wild. That's not what they're there to talk about. They're there to talk about the players that Raiola is currently representing, would be the word I would use there. So some of those players include names like Pogba, Xavi Simons, Nazwer Mazraoui. I'm sure that's not how you say his name, but the Ajax right back. And most importantly, maybe realistically on that list, Erling Haaland. All right? Yes, he's going to come with big wages. Yes, it's still going to cost $75 million to get him this summer. But it's possible. If we keep doing these little friendlies, keep chipping together a little $5 million, a little $10 million here and there. If we unload players like Coutinho, Umtiti, if Dembele doesn't sign his contract, there's some things that could play out that might make that happen. Shititude, love the name, dude. Welcome to the community. Glad you found us. Another interesting name, though, outside of Haaland, because, of course, everybody wants Haaland. I would say Xavi Simons. He was with Barcelona as a youth from 2010 to 2019. Has played the last couple of seasons at PSG, made his senior debut, I believe, this year. Couple of appearances. But contract is coming up. He's going to be free this summer, and Raiola is representing him right now. Conversations might be leading to a reunion would be the word there. A reunion between Xavi Simons and Barcelona. It would be exciting to see him, but we're pretty loaded in the midfield. Let's just assume, let's count out Busquets, okay? Because we're talking about like 2-3 years in the road there. We still have De Jong, Pedri, Gavi, Nico, Ricky Puig for now. And then you have players like Akomach and Demir who could be morphed into more of an attacking mid. So do we need someone like a Xavi Simons? Not sure. It would be interesting if we got him for free. 18 years old, spent almost a decade in the youth ranks of Barcelona. It'd be interesting to get him back. Pogba, don't believe he's worth the price that it would cost just to keep him, just for his salary, for his compensation. Do not want it. So Pogba, no. Xavi Simons, maybe. The right back from Ajax, sure, maybe. We do need another right back, I'll say. Whether it's going to be Dest starting or somebody else, we do need another right back instead of having to put Araujo, Mingueza, Sergio Roberto when he's healthy out of position at right back. Erling Haaland, of course, would be the one that you want, but that's the one that everybody wants, of course. So out of those players, and really anybody that Raiola represents, who do you think is most likely Barcelona would sign? We'll turn to the chat here. Let's see. Chang, we still have a chance to get into Champions League next year. We're not completely out of it. We can still get top 3 or 4 in the Liga. We can still win Europa League. That'll be a tough match, or a tough road, I should say. But we're not out of Champions League for next year. Shititude says, what's up? I come up with rather good news. Haaland, De Ligt, Nazar, Gaia are all coming to Barca this summer. Pogba will go to PSG. That's always the way it was. Yada, yada, yada. I would slow my roll on that, my dude. I appreciate the optimism. I really do, but not quite sure all of that's going to happen. Levi and Ernest saying we don't really want Xavi Simons to come back. Grim, what's up, dude? Says he probably knew he would go soon from last season when he was crying in the CL final. Who were you talking about there? Mayor says we need Cavani or Ferran Torres. I do think that out of everyone who might be available in January, Cavani is probably the most likely, most realistic, and most impactful player that we could get in January. He is a pure number 9. He is a threat aerially. He is a threat for through balls. He's a clean finisher, a poacher of all poachers. I would love to get him. He's not like a Barcelona type, but he's kind of exactly what we need for right now. Just someone who's going to come in and put the ball in the back of the net. That's what I'm talking about. Shititude says there might be a trade for Depay and De Ligt. I could be interested in that depending on who else we sign on the attack there. Levi saying we're going to finish 4th in La Liga. I'm still hoping for top 3. Yeah, Napoli's going to be a tough match, you guys. That's a tough tie. Thankfully, it's not till February, so we have time to get Pedri back. We have time to get Ansu back. We have time to actually work the team in the mold that Xavi wants them to be in. So that's good. That's all exciting. And we have time to maybe sign somebody in January. So we'll see what happens. We need a pure number 9. Curioso, good morning, sir. Mithun, hello. Not believing that Haaland can go to Barca. Listen, it's a long shot. I'm not going to say that we're favorites by any means. It's a long shot. Coffee says Gavi is interested in joining Liverpool. I did not hear that he's interested. I'd heard they were interested in him. We'll go Gavi to Liverpool before we jump off here. Gavi considering Liverpool switch. Let's see here. According to report Catalan outlet El Nacional, I don't think they have a good reputation. Gavi is attracted by the idea of playing for Klopp, ready to trigger the 50 million. Gavi's taken no time to establish himself, yada, yada, yada. However, James Milner is the twilight of his career, but blah, blah, blah. I love James Milner. Okay, so there's nothing on here. Yeah, there's nothing on here that's like a direct quote from Gavi or even suggesting that Gavi said anything himself. All it says, it jumps right to Gavi is attracted by the idea of playing under Jurgen Klopp at Liverpool. So that sentence right there. Gavi is attracted by the idea of playing under Jurgen Klopp at Liverpool. I bet you all it is him saying, oh yeah, Jurgen Klopp's a great manager. It would be interesting to play under him one day. I'm sure it says something like that. So I am not believing that hype. I think Gavi is a Barcelona man. There's no way that he's going to jump ship right now. It ain't happening, my friends. All right, put the mustache guarantee on it. Gavi's going to sign a contract extension. He's going to be a Barca boy for a long time. That's what I'm thinking and feeling, my friends. All right. Boy, community is losing faith in Laporta right now. I will say the way that the Messi saga played out was kind of sketchy. All summer long, oh, we have the contract in place. We're just waiting for the signature, yada, yada, yada. Oh, we don't have enough money. Oh, I didn't look into the books that much. Bro, you were there for like 6 months already. What did you not get to that page in the books yet? It's a little sketchy. Little sketchy, gotta say. Anyway, folks, that's going to do it for today I hope you enjoyed today's episode. We talked, of course, about the sad news about Kun Aguero retiring. We talked about the results from Barcelona versus Boca Juniors. We talked a little bit about transfer rumors after Laporta meeting Raiola. So one more time, if you haven't done so already, give this video a thumbs up. Helps get that algorithm going in terms of people finding the community. If you are one of those people that just found us, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you can be part of the conversation for the next streams, which will be this Friday. We'll be doing Wake Up in Barca, regularly scheduled. Friday morning, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will see you all there, my friends. We'll do a little pre-match predictions and lineups for our game Saturday, which, who are we playing again? Who are we playing? Let's see here. Let me type it in. We got Elche, Saturday, 12:30 p.m. But like I said, we've got one more Wake Up in Barca. We'll do a little preview and prediction before that. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. Continue to support the Blaugrana. Keep your head up, my friends. We got a bumpy road ahead of us, but we're in it together. All right, we are here with the undefeated community. We got you covered. I love y'all very much, and I'll talk to you soon, folks. All right, thanks for tuning in and taking a ride.